Hi guys, welcome back to another video from Car Help For You. So this car is a Ford, it's a Transit Custom, it's a van, not a car. But this video is for every single car out there, and what I'm going to show you is checking your fluid levels. So you want to do this, depending on how much you drive the car, at least once a week. And I'm going to show you what the different ones are and what you need to fill up where. So we'll set off in that first corner over there. Yours, guys, don't remember, your engine bays like this, they will be spaced out different. These are all just over here, but you can get them underneath your plastic trims, which go across there. You can get them hidden down there, such as screen wash. You can get your coolant bottles here. They are sometimes hidden about, but I'm going to show you what you're looking at, what needs topping up, and how everything works. So we'll just head down here first to this big one here, and what this is your coolant. So what this does is it'll cool down your car, it'll cycle it everywhere, and it's coolant is kind of, it's in its name. It cools the engine down, gives the engine enough water, radiator, and cycles it all the way through just to keep everything nice and cool and operating how it should be. Now, what you put in there is a product which is actually called coolant. Now you can buy this product either as a concentrate where you have to mix it yourself, or you can buy a ready-to-use mix. So now this one does need topping up. If I just show you there, every single bottle will have a mark on it. So you've got your minimum and your maximum mark. I'm not sure why the camera's not focusing, but as you can see, this one is very close to its minimum mark. It needs to come back up to the maximum, which is just below this arrow. So this straight line underneath the max, there is where this needs to be filled up to. And in order to fill this up, we just unscrew the cap, which will eventually unscrew. Move the cap to the side, put it in there, make sure we've got the right marks, and just close this one back up. So you would then go ahead and close this one back up. This one's going to actually get a coolant flush, so we're going to put some flush into it, which is why I'm not too fussed on filling up my levels. Now we may as well go to the next bottle, which is just here. Now on top of this one, you can see there it says .4. It's got these three symbols. That one you may be familiar with because it might have actually come on inside your car a few times, and it's to do with your braking system. So what this does is it pushes the fluid into the calipers, into your brake pipes, your ABS pump, etc. And that's one system within itself that helps you brake. So this bottle again has got a nice easy minimum light now. However, it is hard sometimes to see these, but it's always best to have this one also topped up nice. This one doesn't actually have a max light on it, and we can see just from the top there that this is quite low. Just looking at it there, I can't actually see it properly, but I would believe it's below the min, so I am going to top this one up before this goes back out, because I wouldn't be happy sending this out like that. And obviously I wouldn't charge, well, some people would, but I'm not going to charge a customer for me topping up their brake fluid. It's not a lot, I'll just top it up nicely. But that's what you would then do, is top your brake fluid up. So we've done coolant and brake fluid. We'll now move over to screen wash, which in newer cars nowadays don't have it on the back windscreen, but they do on the front. So what this is, when you press inside the stalk, what it does is it shots some cleaner onto your windscreen. The white was gone, and it cleans your screen so you can see where you're going. And this is a fairly straightforward one. This one just, am I opening it right? So this one's actually quite tight. They're not usually very hard to open, these, but you just pull them there and they do just open. This one took a bit of pressure, and this one you can just fill it right to the brim. It makes no difference whatsoever. You don't want it empty, because if you do end up going out and it's dirty, you don't want that. With this one, it's the same as the coolant. You can buy a concentrate, or you can buy a ready-to-use one. This is typically blue. I'm not really sure if there's any other colours. I've only come across blue myself. I don't think there is any other colours, but a lot of people, I've noticed, just try and save and put water in there. I would recommend just go out and buy it, the screen wash. It's only a couple of pounds, and it really does help your windscreen and your wipers and everything. So I would definitely recommend shotting some into there. And to close it, you literally just push down again. Have I closed it? This one clicked, as you heard there. So now we've got our three levels there. We'll move on to the oil. So if the vehicle needs oil, you open this one here, which twists. Sometimes these are very, very tight. This one wasn't. And what you would then do is you'll put your oil into there if it needed the oil. This one is coming in for an oil change anyway, so I'm not really going to put clean oil into dirty oil. All this spill around here is the customers tried to fill it up, and I'm assuming they've either left this one off or they've left this loose and it's started spurring back out, because it does do that, or they might have just spilt it when they were filling up. But to check your oil level, so before you put it into there, you want to check your oil level and you want to use this dipstick. Now a lot of modern cars don't actually have this dipstick anymore. The method for doing that would be you'd have to go into the control system inside the car, which would be inside of here, and you would actually check it through that when the engine's a bit warm. But this one does have a stick, so all you do is you put your finger through it and you pull it up. Now what you want to make sure is you've got a bit of tissue like we have over there, or you've got a clean rag. Not a clean rag, well ours is dirty. But what you want to do is you want to wipe the stick, and as you can see, one side is a bit black there. I'm just wiping it lightly, so not properly, because I can't wipe it with one hand. Actually, I'll try and wipe it with one hand. If I just put the camera down a little bit. Right, that didn't exactly go to plan, but if we come back to the stick here, you can see it's got lines on it. So the stick goes down into that tube like this. So if we then pull it up like this, and the camera decides it wants to focus, the end of the stick there, I do apologise for the camera. For some reason it's been really, really awkward today, and I am recording myself rather than having someone just quickly make a video for me. So the bottom of the stick there is where the oil should never be, realistically, because that's your minimum level. You can see the dot on the stick, that's your minimum level, sorry. You never really want your oil to be there. You want it to be somewhere across the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the stick down there so I can actually show you, because the lines are very bad. You want it to be just that top arrow there where that black line is. You want it to be around there, and that means your oil level's happy. So if we put this one in, what you would do is when you're checking it, so you'd take it out, don't have dirty hands, you take it out, wipe it, and then put it back in to check it. And when you do check it, you would obviously you would see something along the lines of this. And now this is way too full because it's all the way up here, which it shouldn't be. It's past the arrow point, which is why it's getting drained, because the customer has overfilled it, not knowing how much it needed. Which is one of the reasons why I thought I'd make this video, because the customer didn't actually know what to look at, where to look at. They were thinking of putting screen wash into the coolant, which obviously you don't want to be doing. But anyway, you'd clean that. If you've got less oil, just top it up. My apologies. Now if your oil is low and you do need to top it up, make sure you top it up with the correct oil for your car. So you can go over to a parts shop and they can sell you either 1 litre or either 5 litre, and you can just top it up accordingly. If it's overfilled like this one, you need to drain it out. Now this one's getting drained out, new oil filter. It's actually going for the full service, so it's getting everything replaced. But that's how you would do that. And you have your AdBlue level, which is in the back. So your AdBlue level you can't actually check using a dipstick or anything, but that's in the tank. And in order to check that, you would just twist the cap open. Where you fuel up, you twist the cap open and just add more AdBlue into there, close the cap back off, and it'll be good to go like that. Your diesel or petrol will come up inside the dashboard, and there aren't really a lot more levels that need checking. This is the engine bay, and this is how to check the levels. Anyway guys, I do hope this has helped. I do apologise about the video quality. Please do like, share and subscribe. It does help massively. Thank you.